The date is March 30 at 7:07 p.m. Today is officially my birthday. My hair looks crazy. I'm doing an update on the last video that I made every year. I'm gonna do this every year because I did this when I turned 24. Today was an average day. I had to work on my birthday, but boohoo. I had, for the first half of my day, it was terrible because my symptoms of my low blood sugar came into play today. And then for some reason I had diarrhea 4 times today. Well, not diarrhea, I had to poop. I pooped 4 times today. And then literally my whole shift, I had the hugest headache. I could feel my blood pressure rising. I could feel my blood sugar being lowered by the minute, but yet I was still eating food. And then right when I came home and, spent some time with my dogs today, I feel a lot better. My dog also has diarrhea. It started yesterday, and it's my fault because I gave him too much food yesterday. He's a bit constipated. Yesterday, he couldn't poop and he was crying. I think there's something stuck in his butthole because he cries when he poops. This morning he did poop. He pooped as if like a water hose. It just came out very fast. It wasn't good poop either. It was wet water. And then he took a couple of poops that were soft. He's still a bit constipated. His butthole is inflamed. I looked at it and I touched it. It's popped out. A butthole is supposed to be flat. His butthole is a bit popped out. But he's a lot better than yesterday. So my birthday, I had to work on my birthday. My blood sugar was terrible today. Huge headache. Well, not really a headache, just my eyes were burning at work. Dog has diarrhea. I mean, what else? In my last update video, I didn't have a job, so that's one plus, is that I finally do have a job. As I get older, I realize that I don't like to celebrate my birthday because I'm reminded how much time is running out on life. I have so much of these goals in life that I want to achieve, and yet I'm nowhere near them. So the thought of getting older scares me because you can never go backwards in time. You can only go forward. I haven't watched my update on my 24th birthday. I haven't. I probably will after this video. Probably won't, to be honest with you. Maybe if any one of you subscribers are watching, maybe you can take a look at the video and see how much has changed since then. But besides my dog having diarrhea, besides me having to work, besides me having took a poop 6 times a day, and besides everything else, today wasn't that half bad. Yeah, for the first 10 hours of my day, I did not feel good. I felt weak, tired. And it's just one of those things when you have health conditions, is that sometimes you have good and bad days. I'm gonna eat my dinner, but I got potatoes, kimchi, and a ribeye steak. Look at that. I don't want to... There's this streamer, what's his name? I don't know, I forgot his name. He was eating a chicken parmesan plate and just fell out. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen at all. Turning 25 isn't that big of a deal to me. I feel like when I turn 30, that's going to be a big deal, I think that's going to be when I'm scared. I think it will. I don't look 25. Sometimes when I look at myself, I look like I'm 16. Even people in real life, they think that I'm 16 or I'm 18. But nope, I'm old. And then on the internet or just looking at people in real life and like, oh, that person looks 45 years old. And then you actually get to know them and like, oh no, they're 25. Like, damn. What the hell? Like, damn. What do you do for a living? Like, oh no, I work at it as an office job. And then in your head you're like, but damn, you look old. Damn. Comparing comparing my mood from last year, from what I can remember, is that I feel significantly better about my situation. I haven't watched it since I uploaded the video, but I think I remember me being sad about life and blah blah blah. At that time when I filmed that video, I believe I was at a 30 out of 10, 3 being, 1 being I want to kill myself, to 10 being I'm the happiest person alive. Comparing that to that video, I was at a 3. Now I'm at a 5.2. I'm neutral. I no longer think about killing myself because I have too many things to live for. I love my dogs. They're the reason why I have a job, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be so motivated to have a job so I could help pay to buy dog food. Turning 25 is kind of a big deal because I'm only 5 years away from 30. But I don't look like I'm 25. Even though I am 25, I don't look 25, but I feel like I'm 55 because my body is literally deteriorating. I have all kinds of health conditions and I'm supposed to be healthy, and my body is fighting against it. It's funny, I look like I'm 16, I feel like I'm 80. That is my body, but my age is 25. I mean, I still dress like I'm a teenager. I mean, when I go to work, I don't look like this, but even when I go to work, sometimes I'll go to the bathroom. Not sometimes, I do go to the bathroom at work. I go to the bathroom and I can't believe I have a job. When everyone around me is, 30 years old or they're 20 and they look 30, I look 16. You know what I mean? I cannot wait to eat my dinner. I'm watching The Flash right now on Netflix. I've watched The Flash when it first came out, but I'm just rewatching the series. I started rewatching the series, I think 2 months ago or a month ago. I'm on season 7. I'm at the part where Barry is about to I'm at the part where Barry is about to save Iris. And then 2, I'm at the part where Barry isn't Barry, his mind is brainwashed. It's complicated. Barry isn't Barry, and Barry is smart. People who watch you'll get what I mean. I'm on season 7. Or season 8. Oh, poop. I'm at the part where Iris is in the Mirrorverse and Barry is about to save her, and he's super smart, and he's becoming selfish to all his friends at Star Labs. I'm at that part. Why was that so complicated? Why did I make that sound so whatever. You need to live life for yourself. Because when you die, there is nothing. Even when you choose to live life knowing that there's nothing for you in the end is the most romantic thing a person could do. Because when you die, there is nothing. Like the famous saying of when you're in a relationship, the famous saying of, I can't live without you, I can't breathe without you, I'm nothing without you, means almost next to nothing. Because, okay, then just go die. Nobody wins in that situation. But choosing to live life, seeing the love of your life, being in love with someone else, choosing to live life, being in pain, is the most romantic thing a person could do. And in terms of with your personal life, in terms of work, choosing to do the hard work, knowing that it'll take you years to achieve your goals, is the most romantic thing a person can do. Because when you die, there is nothing. When you give up, there is nothing. When you give up, there is no emotion. Same thing with, I'll just use an example in my personal life with posting YouTube videos. I could spend so many hours editing a video, upload it, and only get 10 views on it. but that's not gonna stop me from making more videos, because that's when you know it's a dream. That's when you know it means something to you. Because despite knowing that you worked so hard on this specific thing, only for it to fail, but not give up in the end, that's the most romantic thing a person can do. Because that's when you know in your whole heart that it means something to you in the end. Because when you die, there is nothing. But when you live and keep going, you hold on to that hope that maybe one day you'll wake up with almost 170 subscribers like I did. Last week I was at 150, and I don't know what happened, and I'm very grateful for that. Same thing with this job. I applied for 150, I almost said 150. I applied for 50 jobs within, I think, 6 or 8 months. And my boss gave me a chance. My boss was the one to interview me, which means a lot. Not a lot of bosses interview employees. Usually it's their assistants. She took a chance on me. She took a chance on me, and I finally have a job. I finally do, after so many months. That's why in life, you should never give up on your dreams. Just like Rocky Balboa said, life it ain't about how hard you can get hit, right? It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, right? Life, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows, kid. Life, it'll beat you up permanently if you let it, right, kid? Hey, don't matter how hard you get hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, right? But it's true, life isn't all gonna be sunshine and rainbows. Life is a cruel and mean place. But if you let it get to you, it'll tear you down permanently if you let it, right? In life, it's not about how hard you get hit. In life, it's not about how hard you can work. It's not about how many late nights you can stay up. It's not about showing up every day. It's about do the hard work and keep moving forward, right? It's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's about how many times can you be consistent and keep moving forward. And that's what life is like, at the end of the day, with your whole heart, can you say, do I deserve to eat my ribeye steak and watch the flash at the end of the night? And if that answer is yes, and then maybe that's all we can ever ask for in life. Because the biggest fear that we all have as people is when you're old, about to die, can you say that, hey, did I give it my all in my life? Did I actually try to make myself happy? And a lot of times the answer is no. And that is something that should scare you. It really should. But also too, it's not about working too hard, because there comes a point where you focus too hard on work where you stop living life for yourself. The whole point of doing work is so that later on in life you could live more. We work more so that we could live more. Somewhere along the line, that gets messed up to the point where we work more, but we live less. And then before you know it, we die before we get a chance to achieve who we really want to become in life. It's about having a balance. It's about being a nice employee. I mean, right now I'm working. It's about showing up, doing the work, but also showing up for yourself. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're working for someone else, but you're also working for yourself. Can you really say, hey, did I really give it my all? Especially when you work from home. Can you really say, like, yeah, I was an honest person? Did I work, 4 hours like I was supposed to, or did I not do that at all? Only you know the answer to that. Only you can decide that for yourself. Only you can decide the future for yourself, because life is, you only get one shot at life. I think that's an Eminem song. You only get one shot. But how it goes, like, you only get one shot, you better not. I'm sorry. Snap back to reality. reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. But he's just bombing on a sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but he fucking went down. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but he looks calm and ready. What he wrote down, the whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now. Everybody's choking now. Clock's up. Time's up. Over blouse. Now back to reality. Oh, wait. Never mind. And yeah, maybe you believe in reincarnation. Yeah, we get a second chance. Just 10 years ago, I was 15. But it felt like 2 years ago for me, you know? I don't want to waste my time, but also I want to have enough time to the point where I can watch TV. I want to have a balance. And so anything that you're doing in life, have your dreams, you know, have a goal, but don't forget to live life. The whole point of life is to live more. Don't ever forget that. Sometimes you gotta take a break from work and do what you love the most. Because the world is too insane to be normal. You know, the world is too insane not to become a little crazy. So that's why I made the YouTube channel, for anyone who is insane, anyone who is different, because self-improvement isn't about gender. Self-improvement isn't about race. Self-improvement isn't about how to optimize testosterone. Self-improvement is you versus you. Self-improvement is literally the word self-improvement. How much can you improve yourself in your lifetime? How can you make a difference in the world? Sometimes in life, it's not about changing the world. It's about changing one person. If you can make one YouTube video, just as an example, if it can change one person's perspective, and then that's all we can ask for. Because you never know who that one person can become. You don't know if that person's going to commit suicide. And if they don't commit suicide, you never know if they become a doctor and they save people. It's a domino effect. All we can ever ask for in life is to save ourselves and save one person. Because we can't save everyone at once. We're not the Flash. Even the Flash can save everyone. But only you can save yourself, right? And that's something that we can all ever do for ourselves. Like, for instance, my dog saved me, and I saved my dogs. In a way, they're a big motivator. They're a big part of why I do the things that I do. Because if I give up, if I kill myself, who's gonna take care of my dogs? I love my dogs too much not to keep working, so that I could help provide for them. And in a way, it sounds crazy. My dogs are like people to me. I view them as kids. Like, I have to take care of my kids. Sometimes when people tell me, do you have any family? Do you have any kids? I got dogs. They mean everything to me. In life, you gotta find that one thing that means the most to you. Whether it's a hobby or it's a living thing, or both. Find that one thing that you can't let go of and hold on to that. Nothing is too stupid. And that one thing for me, it may sound crazy. It's not YouTube. It's not playing the guitar. It's my dogs. Because if I didn't have my dogs, I wouldn't have the motivation to make YouTube videos. If I didn't have my dogs, I wouldn't have the motivation, the discipline to keep showing up to practice the piano and the guitar. Because if I don't practice the guitar and the piano, it's a domino effect. You know, self-improvement is one of those things where it consumes your whole life. If I didn't have dogs, I wouldn't be so dedicated in achieving my goals and doing all these things to become better. And I want to say thank you to my dogs, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a 25th birthday. In life, that's all we can ever ask for, is to find that one thing that we love and hold on to it. I know that my dog's not going to be with me forever. I'm always going to be a dog person. To the next dog who loves me, I want to say thank you. But for now, with Candy and my dog Scooby, I want to say thank you to them, because I can say officially that I'm 25, and it's because of them. and my parents, even though we may not agree with a lot of things. If I die, I don't want them to be sad, that I'm gone. I don't want to become, I don't want to become selfish. But I would say 80%, 60% of it, I have to owe it to my dogs, and the 40, 30, 35, 45% are my parents. So it doesn't have to be a living thing. It could be a TV show that you like watching, that you can't wait to come home, and watch it. Sometimes that's all that it takes, is that one person to take a chance on you. All it takes is that one person to love you the way that you always wanted to be loved. And that's what my dogs do for me. Alright, that's getting a bit serious. I'm gonna eat my dinner, eat my ribeye steak, goddammit. I want everyone down below in the comments to comment their age and their birthday as well. I'm 25. When I upload this video, it'll probably be on Thursday because I'm not editing this video tonight. It is my birthday, goddammit. I am going to eat this ribeye steak and watch The Flash. I am not editing a damn video. I actually edited a video about 2 hours ago when I came home from work and showered. I have a video that I'm editing right now that I'm going to post later. But I'm already done editing for the day. I am done with work. I am done. It is almost 7:30 p.m. It is dinner time. Okay? And I want to watch The Flash. Okay? But considering everything with me pooping, dog diarrhea, health conditions, I'm turning 25, the day is still young. Always be optimistic, because you never know what could happen, and no matter how insane you may be, there is always someone out there to complete the